Well, hello, everyone. Um, Welcome to Midday Missing. As you can tell, I am not Terry True Crime. She is unwell at the moment, so I'm subbing in for her. I'm Tara, aka Producer Tara, aka Llama, whatever you want to call me. So, hello, Lady in Gray. I know, surprise, right? Here I am. Well, you guys, it's a pleasure for me to do this show today. I very much enjoy this show and bringing awareness. So, anyway, for those if it's your first time, welcome to Midday Missing, where we highlight current missing persons cases that need more attention. Midday Missing, as part of True Crime and Wine Time Media, is dedicated to raising awareness for missing person cases every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central. And for a limited time, we have another live series on Sundays, not this Sunday because it's Easter, but the next Sunday will be our final episode for now in our Zizians Unveiled series, which is a very crazy story. If you have not heard it yet, please go and check that out. It's a new cult, and it's one of the craziest cases I've ever heard. So you can find that under our playlist under Zizians. So be sure to check that out. Now, let's get into today. So the first case is one that we have covered on True Crime and Wine Time under the investigation into the disappearance of Chase Lackey. We decided we needed to cover Chase's case on Midday Missing as we do other missing person cases, even though we are doing a special investigation into his disappearance. If you're not familiar with his case, oh goodness, you guys, there's so many details to Chase's cases. It's a lot. You can watch the episodes on our YouTube channel or listen to your favorite podcast apps, and you can find more information about Chase there. But let's give a little bit of information about Chase. Okay, so Chase Allen Lackey was born on November 22nd, 1991 in Houston, Texas, to Craig and Debbie Lackey. He graduated from Crosby High School, where he played varsity baseball and later became an iron worker, a job he held until January 2017. Now, unbeknownst to his family, losing that job marked the beginning of a somewhat troubling chapter of his life. So on June 30th, 2017, Chase's father saw him at a softball game in Crosby, Texas. Chase seemed upbeat, giving no indication it would be their last encounter. By July 2nd, Chase's mother, Debbie, she grew concerned when calls and texts went unanswered. His phone was shut off, went straight to voicemail, and she reached out to some of the other family members, and nobody heard from him. So panic started to set in at that point. On July 4th, Chase's sister and friends entered his locked apartment through the patio. Chase and his dog, adorable dog, Champ, were gone. A neighbor reported seeing him the previous day helping someone load a U-Haul. Another claimed to have seen him running from his apartment on July 1st. Desperate for answers, the family contacted hospitals, jails, and shelters, and nothing at all anywhere. So on July 5th, they reported him missing to the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Inside the apartment, police found 2 phones, his driver's license, passport, truck, and his personal belongings, all left behind, which is not normal. The apartment also contained a money counter, empty shipping boxes, and small quantities of marijuana and drug paraphernalia, raising further questions. So investigators learned that Chase had been associating with someone tied to the California drug trade and had possibly worked on a marijuana farm to make ends meet. While there were records of multiple trips between Texas and California, no solid evidence confirmed his involvement. Some friends recalled him saying he was in trouble and that he might leave town. We have learned that Chase has 2 friends that were involved in the drug business with him, and both of these friends lied to police. I'm not going to go into those details or a rant like our lovely Terry True Crime would. We'll save that for another time. So definitely be sure you check out her rants from the previous investigation, because it's a doozy. But you guys, Chase's family is still searching for answers and closure. This happened in 2017. So do the math, that's 7 years of wondering. So if you guys have any information about Chase or his disappearance, please call our anonymous tip line at 512-522-8724 or email truecrimewinetime@gmail.com. That email again is truecrimewinetime@gmail.com. Please share our posts about Chase. Someone out there knows something, okay? And Chase's family deserves the truth. They've been waiting long enough. So if you know of or have a loved one who's missing and are interested in having their story featured on an upcoming episode and join us for a live interview, please contact us. You can contact our AP Amy at tcwtmedia.com, or you can email Terry at tcwtmedia.com. And we would love to have you on the show. We have family members on all the time, and to hear their stories, and it's so impactful, and it's one of my favorite parts about this show. So please reach out. We're always looking for new cases to investigate. Now, if you don't mind me, let me just have a quick sip of my drink here. Okay. So our next case is about Ian Willcoxson. Okay. So Ian Willcoxson was born on February 22nd, 1992. He graduated from high school in Conroe, Texas, and proudly served in the United States Navy. Oh, it's a really nice picture. He has beautiful eyes. Oh my goodness. Ian split his time between Conroe and Boone, Colorado, a small town in Pueblo County, before eventually relocating to Colorado full-time in the summer of 2016 after being laid off. He soon found work on a marijuana farm. Now, if you're thinking Ian's name sounds familiar, you are correct. We covered Ian's case here on Midday Missing last June, but wanted to cover it again today since we also covered Chase's case here for the first time. As I mentioned, Chase's case, he is from Crow, Texas, which is a stone's throw away from Houston. I don't know, I'm not from Texas, but it looks pretty darn close. And he had also recently started working on a marijuana farm. His was in California. So Chase went missing in July of 2017. Both Chase and Ian were young, fit, good-looking men with similar timelines and life circumstances. Okay, so Chase, July of 2017. Remember that. Ian was last seen in Boone, Colorado on the morning of January 4th, 2017. He was scheduled to fly back to Texas that day, but the flight was reportedly canceled due to weather. Here's the thing. Weather in Houston that day was mild, a high of 56 Fahrenheit, low of 49, with nothing more than a breeze. In Colorado Springs, the nearest major airport to Boone, conditions included light snow and temps hovering around 27 degrees Fahrenheit with winds up to 16 miles an hour. Not great, but not exactly a blizzard. The best guess, the inbound flight couldn't make it due to weather somewhere else, not in between Texas or Colorado. So what's especially concerning about this case is the lack of clear details surrounding Ian's last known movements. There are no publicly available reports stating whether he left for the airport or who last saw him that morning. The only items missing were what he would have had on him, which are his clothes, phone, wallet, keys, and the gun. And before anyone asked why he had a firearm, he was a Texan, a Navy vet, and working on a marijuana farm. I mean, it makes sense to me. And he's a grown man. He can carry a gun if he wants to. Now, Ian did text. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. Ian did text his landlord in Texas that same morning saying he'd pay rent upon arrival. That final text was sent around 10 a.m. After that, his phone went dark and reportedly stopped pinging later that night, likely due to a dead battery. His vehicles and other personal belongings were left behind. Now, authorities have found no signs of foul play in his residence, no signs of a struggle, no indication the home had been disturbed. One more twist in this story, Ian and Chase actually knew each other. Their phone records show they had each other's contact info and had communicated. How they met remains unclear. They could have crossed paths in Houston through mutual friends or through the marijuana farm circuit. We just don't know. What we do know is that Ian's family is still searching for answers. They want nothing more to bring him home. So, again, another family struggling for answers. It's been 8 years. I got better at math because it's 8 years for Chase too, now that I do that. And that's not my strong suit, everybody. But let's find both of these families some answers. Now, if you have any information at all about Ian's disappearance or about his life around the time he went missing, please contact the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office at 719-583-6250. You can also leave an anonymous tip with Crime Stoppers at 719-542-STOP. I don't know what numbers make the word stop, but it's stop. At the time he vanished, Ian was 5'9", weighed 155 pounds, and had blonde hair and striking blue eyes. He also has a tattoo on his right upper chest of an eagle above that says Texas, along with a couple of others. For case updates and to support the family search, follow the Facebook page, Help Find Ian Willcoxson. Both of these families, I can't imagine what it must be like for them, but let's try to find something for them. Something, guys. The best thing you can do is share our missing persons posters. So we'll get to that in a second. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. I know it's very short. It's my first time. And I hope I did Terry proud. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Well, maybe on Thursday, our show tomorrow night of True Crime and Wine Time. But before we get there, don't forget, you can also join our Facebook group. That is where we will post all of our missing persons posters, as well as share other posters. And guys, please share these on social media. I mean, people are all over the place, right? Just imagine, maybe one person out there knows something about either one of these young gentlemen. So you can also follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected and be part of the conversation. Remember, you can catch all of our shows right here on our YouTube channel and listen to our podcast on your favorite platform. Now, True Crime and Wine Time now airs every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time, offering weekly deep dives into shocking true crime cases, perfectly paired with wine. You'll see me there as well. This week, we will cover the case of the disappearance that baffles Ireland, Trevor Dealey. If you really enjoy the show Midday Missing, there's another missing case, and this one is very perplexing as well. So please join us this Thursday, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central for that. That's all I got for you guys today. Until next time, y'all stay safe, stay aware, and help these people bring their loved ones home. Okay? All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. And I hope you all have a lovely day. Until next time, go forth and be amazing. Finger hearts for everyone. Have a great day, you guys. We'll see you soon.